So here's my MR2. It's a 1992 Canadian MR2. It has quite a few kilometers, around 260,000 kilometers. And I believe it's been winter driven a couple times with the salt, and it has a little bit of rust, which I'm now working to repair. Now, I really don't like Bondo, and what you see here is the aftermath of a little bit of work I was doing. I was essentially working in this area here, so I was cutting it out, hoping to just replace a little bit here. Quarter panel cracked right here, which I had a feeling there was Bondo in here, but I had no idea it was this much Bondo. And just like that, the inner fender is done. So there's the entire quarter panel all welded on. Next up, I'm going to be doing the lower sill to complete this welding for this side of the car. So that's it. That's the quarter panel fully replaced and painted. I know it's been a while since I've done an MR2 video. In the last video, we finished the quarter panel repair. So a lot has happened since then, as you can kind of see behind me. So why don't I take you on a little walk around the car to show you its current state and what we're doing to it now. I believe the quarter panel that I filmed was the left-hand side. So as you guys saw last time, this quarter panel was completely cut off. I've replaced it and obviously welded on a new one. Then after that video, I did the exact same thing to the right hand side. This quarter panel was way worse than the last one. I primed the entire car and then painted it. I painted it from pretty much the door hinges back. I went with a single stage Toyota Super White. When I painted it, all of the glass was out, carpets, dash, everything. So I've clearly started to reassemble the car. I have installed the rear windows, side windows, a few of the wiring harnesses, a few accessories. Clearly still have lots of parts to be reinstalled. But the key here is that it is now a 100% rust-free MR2. I'm just gonna work on putting it back together now and getting on the road. Got a bunch more assembly done. You'll notice lots of body panels were put on. I got the rear bumper, the wiring for the trunk, as that has to go on before the rear bumper. Got the OEM mud flaps on. I got the side vents and the door on. I did a bit of rust painting, had some surface rust on the front crash bar. You can see it's all fixed up there. If we go inside the car, I got a lot more interior pieces in. Steering column, steering wheel, got that dash in. Stereo, I went with a new Pioneer double din from my old Civic. In today's video, We're going to be prepping the engine bay for the Gen 4 install. That's what the intercooler looks like fully installed. The only other thing I tossed on was the hood latch, ran the cable all neat along the wiring harness. I painted this evap component, and then some of the pieces that had a little bit of rust on it, I painted it with some Rust-Oleum black paint. Here are the beautiful heat shields. I painted them this titanium silver color. In the sun it's a lot more silver. It looks quite nice, so let's go ahead and install a bunch of those painted parts. Just got lots of work done here inside my engine bay. As you can see, I got my fuel line on. There are some other things I just installed. And here's that painted evap thing and my painted brake line. And finally, there it is with the heat shield installed. And this video, of course, is rebuilding the Gen 4 3S GTE. So here we have the 3S GTE completely stripped down. I went ahead and taped off the oil pan. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spray the block. Huge progress was made. Pretty much everything is all done now. Let me give you guys a little look over. All the accessories are bolted on. All new gaskets, painted intake manifold, painted valve cover, tons of painted accessories. Alternator is on with a belt. AC is on but no belt. New turbo, gasket, heat shield, downpipe, all the sensors plugged in. So now we're ready to take it off the engine stand. I'll put it on the ground so that I can bolt on the transmission, do rear main seal, stuff like that. And then in the car it goes. Now I'm going to jack up the car, which is the standard way to do it on these MR2s. Using straps rather than chains on the rear tow hooks. So I have it on the furthest out setting of my crane. So we're going to go ahead and jack the car up to the sky as far as I can until this will fit underneath the wheel well. Engine is in the engine bay but really low down. I've put the car back on some blocks, more forward than last time. And now I've got the engine crane connected to the engine. And so we're going to go ahead and lift the engine up to those mounts I showed you and get it bolted in. The Gen 4 is in the engine bay. So I made a video of installing the engine and then kind of just stopped it at that. I've since installed quite a few components. I'll start with the most obvious, being the stainless steel intercooler pipes, going to, of course, my aftermarket intercooler. I also have a tile blow-off valve installed. I have a brand new no cruise control throttle cable going all the way to the front of the car. I've added engine oil and transmission fluid, hooked up some of the lines, and started on some of the crazy electrical. Hey guys, welcome back to JDMods. This is my 1992 Toyota MR2. You've seen a lot of build videos on it, but I realized looking back that I'd never done a driving review. So basically, I built this car last winter, 2 winters ago. So I've been driving it pretty much full time in the summer for about a year now. So it's running great, and I want to take you guys along for the ride.